for everybody. My little lad's at play school this morning, so I got quick, a couple of hours to do something. Well, do something else, so I have to go down to customary shops and do what I got to do. Anyway, just a personal vidlog this morning. Just a bit of a waffly update video, really. The last video was where did we go? Can't think where I went now. Winscombe, that's right. The cottage place, I think it was called. Yeah, it was nice little place. My son enjoyed it as well, so that was good. Hoping to do another meet up with Rick in a couple of weeks. So that should be another video to come on. Yeah, I haven't really had the time to put up much at the moment. I've had a few bikes in the workshop. Plus doing the old customary childcare. There's not a lot of time left.
Oh dear, traffic.
Yeah. It was about banks. Don't get me started. No, it was I went in the bank this morning. I thought I'll go in the bank, just pay some money in, and as soon as you go in the door, it's like it's all quiet. No one's smiling. And you think, it's like going in the hospital, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's all real clinical, and it's just, I mean, even the people behind the counter don't look particularly happy. And you think, oh, you know, what does a bank do in reality? You know, they, you give them your money, which most of the time is probably virtual money, because you're not actually handing over anything physical a lot of the time, because a lot of your wages is probably paid in virtually, you know, online. So anyway, you pay in your virtual money, and then they lend out your virtual money to some people who want some more virtual money, and then they charge them for it. And you think, right, okay. So is that what then? So how much actual virtual money is there, and how much real money is there? Because surely you can't just, how can they just create a virtual pound? It's got, surely it must have some sort of physical, or it must be worth something. Presumably it's, I was watching one of Cactus Ross's videos the other day. Go check his channel out if you haven't seen it. He's nice chap, and he does some nice little videos. Cactus Ross, I'll put a link in the description. But anyway, I was watching one of Ross's videos, and he was talking about the price of silver. And I thought, well, so what are the government putting, you know, what are the banks putting our money into? Because surely you can't pay in a physically nothing. It has to belong to something. Do you know what I mean? I mean, if that's the case, if that is the genuine case, you know, it's like when you think of America and they've got their gold deposits, you know, and they think, okay, well perhaps their money's been put into gold, it's something physical. But if it's not a physical something that's being created, it's just you know, if it's not real, I would just create a pound for you to borrow. Oh, I mean, is that what the government does? Say, oh, we'll lend out another £60 million. Well, we'll lend you £100. We'll lend you £100 to the bank, but we'll lend you 100 virtual pounds. But that virtual pounds means that money, that £100 has to come from somewhere else, because they can't physically just create £100, so it has to come from somewhere. She said, right, well, that £100 would be interest on something else that they're owed. So that makes somebody else in debt. So all it's doing is moving debt. So when you get something, all you're doing is producing a debt from somebody else if it's not real. You know, it's like generations ago, if you were to go into a market and say, I have a bag of peas, can I trade this for a lump of cheese? Yes, you can. There's your peas, there's my cheese. You've got something physical. But it's all virtual now. So you think, well, what's real and what isn't? So you think to yourself, you think of all the debt that you're actually in. If you're in debt, of course, which you might not be. But like me, I've got debts, and I think to myself, well, actually, how much of that debt is real debt, or is it just physical, or is it just a manifestation of a bank's creation? Do you see what I mean? Is it just a profit that they're apparently going to make on the money I borrow? They actually charge interest, which that money then they've said they supposedly make. They then lend to somebody else. And you're thinking, yeah, but just say for argument's sake I didn't pay it back. If I wasn't paying that interest back, then how could you lend that to somebody else? Because that technically it hasn't existed because I haven't paid it yet. But because it's virtual, they can virtually hand it over to someone else. I mean, how can that be right? That can't be right. And you wonder why we're in so many problems. Because it's stupid. I don't think there's enough physical money out there to actually make up for the virtual money there is. I think there should be, every time there is a virtual pound, there should be a physical pound to go with it. And I don't think there is. So to be perfectly honest, I think we're in a virtual mess and we're in a virtual recession. And basically, we're paying back virtual money, which never existed in the first place. And all these bankers, you've got these bankers that have lent money, or you've got the governments that have lent the banks money to do investments, and they've lost that money. It's all virtual, right? So they've lost that virtual money, but that is added back to another debt. Well, surely they shouldn't have done it in the first place if the money never existed. They shouldn't have, you know, it's all virtual, isn't it? So we're in a virtual mess, basically, which is ridiculous. And it's all down to greed. Anyway, sorry, I'm going to get off this one because it's a bit stupid, isn't it? It just goes on and on. Oh, boy, that was hot. God, it's hot. It's cooking in here. I'm glad my van's white. Well, I got what I wanted, so that's good. 11:10. 10 I left. Come on! God, it's ridiculous, isn't it? You only go a couple of miles down the road and you spend most of it just sat in your car waiting. I wouldn't say I'm an impatient driver, but I like to get on. Do you know what I mean? I don't like to be just sat in the traffic. Not if I've got to go somewhere. A lot of the time, the traffic just seems to build up for no reason, doesn't it? I think it's just volume of traffic. Stuck in traffic again. Now here is a good question for you. Why, when it's hot, it's a lot of small traffic jams? Is that just my imagination? Is that my imagination? I mean, this is never queuing traffic along here. This is the main A370 here, right? And this is usually lovely, fast flowing, wonderful, no problems. And we're crawling along. I'm doing about 12 miles an hour. Why? Why? Tractor. Tractor, right, okay, fair enough. I'll rephrase that one then. It's the tractor. Ah, of course, more probably haymaking, aren't they now? Notice they're doing a lot of that. It's nice weather. Now here's something I've got to share with you guys. I was waiting the other day for something, and I'm waiting outside this place, waiting to go in, and there's this lady, there's this numpty lady that I know. And I do know her, but I've known her for quite some time. You sort of know somebody by face, don't you? You get to know people, and you interact with them. You say good morning, and you sort of generally have a friendly banter with them, don't you? You know, it's good morning, how are you? All this sort of stuff. You know, you just make friends with people. Anyway, this numpty mum. I've known her for as long as I've known a lot of the other people, and she doesn't speak. She's never once spoken. She won't speak to you. She just ignores you. And you'll see. I mean, quite a few times I've sort of said morning and said hello to her. No, nothing. Just completely ignores you. Completely blanks you. Anyway, I thought, oh well, fair enough, whatever. And this particular morning, lots of people stood waiting, and I'm just overhearing her conversation that she's chatting with her friends, and she was saying how I think it was her daughter. She was saying, oh, they've gone on this camp, and they're staying in these horrendous caravans. And they've got awful 1970s decor. And I thought, oh my god, here we go. Oh dear. I mean, what's wrong with a 1970s caravan? Surely it's a nice place to have a break, isn't it? Oh, wouldn't worry me. Anyways, apparently it's just not awful 1970s deco in this caravan. Anyway, that wasn't the worst of it. She was saying that her daughter couldn't even get a connection for her iPad. And I thought, oh my god. Basically, I had to hold myself back from laughing. And I thought, what is going on here? I mean, nothing against her. She's probably a lovely lady, but she just... I don't know. Well, I don't know. I guess people just float in their own circles, don't they? But that's the thing with certain numpties, they tend to be quite arrogant with it. You know, they tend to be quite rude. They think they're better than other people, which tends to annoy me. You know, I've got the courtesy, I have the courtesy to say good morning, and yet they just completely ignore you, just completely blank you because they think they're something better. And that's what gets me. I don't hate the person, but I hate the numptiness of it all. I hate the society that they've put themselves into. see what I mean. It's yeah, I don't know, whatever. This is going to be such a crap video. I don't know. What the hell am I talking about? I've got nothing constructive to say. What a load of rubbish. God, flipping out. Come on, Osh, you've got to get up with some better videos than this. People have been tuning off at this rate. You're going to want to watch you, you blinking idiot. Are you bored yet? I'm going to finish it there. So thanks guys for coming and watching. Hope I didn't bore you silly. And hopefully I'll get a bit more time, and then I'll bring some more vids up and you'll get a bit more interested. So, I'll see you again. Cheers for watching. Cheers guys.